I'm Ian Johnson, and this is the Big Tire Garage, and today I'm going to take you through an often forgotten about service for your off-road rig, and that is a power steering flush and fluid service as well as filter change. The PSC Motorsports flush kit includes a jug of 729 flushing oil, a new filter for your reservoir, and 3 quarts of steering fluid. The power steering flush we're going to perform today is on this vehicle right here. This is my 1968 M715, and I honestly don't think I've ever serviced the power steering fluid in it. But the truck only has about 3,100% trail miles on the vehicle, so don't use it very often. You really should think about doing a power steering flush on your trail rig probably every couple of years, depending how often you drive it. But most importantly, you have to do a flush if for any case you've ever done a trail repair and topped up your power steering fluid with automatic transmission fluid. Yes, some OEMs allow you to run ATF in the steering system, but PSC Motorsports does not want to see any automatic transmission fluid inside their pumps. So if you've done that type of repair, as soon as you get home, plan to do this flush. It all starts by jacking up the front end. To drain the system, the cylinder assist lines are removed from the cylinder and allowed to drain into a pan. Work the steering wheel back and forth to help empty the system completely. Once draining is done, reinstall the lines. Once your power steering system is drained, then you can pour in your 729 flushing oil. Now the flushing oil will essentially encapsulate any of the particulates or loose ATF in the system and basically carry it out when you drain the system again. You're going to pour it in, start the vehicle, let it get up to operating temperature, work the steering wheel back and forth a couple times, shut the motor off, and then we'll drain the entire system of the flushing oil the same way we drained it before, by just removing the hoses. Fill the reservoir with flushing oil and bleed the system by working the wheel back and forth. Start your engine and let it reach operating temperature. It takes about 5 minutes of idling. Then remove the lines from the cylinder and drain all the flushing oil from the system. A long 3/8 bolt retains the filter in the reservoir. Hold filter out. With the new filter installed, tighten the bolt. Before I top up the system with fluid, I do want to deal with what I think is a small leak at my power steering pump, and that's where this small tube of red goo that PSC Motorsports sends out with all of their kits comes into play. This is a hydraulic thread sealant. You use this essentially everywhere, whether it's an O-ring fitting or an AN fitting or an NPT fitting. You apply this to the threads and it helps prevent those small, stubborn, seeping leaks that happen on this type of system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the feed to the pump as well as the pressure out, clean them up, give it a fresh dose of thread sealant, put it all back together, and then we can top it up. Once all your steering lines are tight, fill the system with steering fluid. Bleed to remove air bubbles, and you're done. And that's all there is to it to performing a flush and service on a PSC Motorsports cylinder assist steering kit. Now, if you have a vehicle like this that's equipped with Hydro Boost brakes, you're going to want to keep an eye on that steering fluid level the first couple times you drive it, as the fluid makes its way through the entire system. But right now, I'm ready to drop this thing back on the ground and get it back out onto the trail. For information on a flush kit like this or any other steering components, head on over to pscmotorsports.com.